Okay, Sagittarius. It is Capricorn full moon. I got rituals to do and things, but you guys want your end of the year reading from July to December, and I'm okay. I'm gonna be obedient. But y'all real pushy. Check your birth chart. The energy, the Sagittarian energy is real pushy, okay? I'm not gonna blame anyone or thing or person or thing like that, but y'all been singing to me all day, okay? I get it. You want your song? All right. If you have been watching your other placements, let me just say this first. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, taking part in Oracle Conversations. Yes, there will be more Park Oracle Conversations if you did watch the live stream today. I'm going to try to do those live. Now that I know I can go live. I will be going live from the park when I am in my... I can't promise I'm going to do it all the time depending on what my, but most days, okay? So, Sagittarius, welcome to your end of the year read. We're going to do July through December. Each month will get its own spread. And let me just say this to you. I mean, with it being Capricorn full moon and all, I might as well. It's part of the energy, right? The song matches and everything. You guys are in tune. You're tapped in. Those that aren't are getting in tune and tapped in, okay? I'm trying to see where exactly to start. Then you will fall. Look to the hills and you'll be inspired to reach higher and higher. Now I don't hit those notes, okay? I'm a blender, not a solo vocalist, okay? To reach higher and higher. Na 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 na. Da da na 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 na. To the God na na na. Don't know you have to slip it away. Y'all been singing this to me all day. As long as you keep your head to the sky, my, you can win. As long as you keep your head to the sky. Be optimistic. And who knows, you may be setting your intentions for that for the Capricorn full moon, even though, like, I've been prepping for my own ritual, but this is interrupting what I'm trying to do. So I was like, let me get the Sagittarius their messages, okay? So I can get back to my life. But yes, be optimistic, Saggy soul, fire. Yes, please be optimistic about your situation, circumstance, always. Not necessarily because what's transpiring, but I don't know if it has anything to do with all of the North Node finagle stuff that we have going on. It's gonna get intense at the end of the month, but and I mean, like, really, like the you can win, child, as long as you keep. You can win, child, as long as you keep your head to the sky. My, you can win. Woo, as long as you keep your head to the sky. July, the lovers, intertwiners, understanding. Lovers is an understanding card, right? I like this deck because it has the two. It's kind of like Polaris, but Cupid is up there. We all have an understanding of how things are going to flow. And if you don't currently right now, you're formulating that. This Capricorn full moon is going to do that for you. So, tap into it. Tap into the energy, okay? Technically, you don't have to tap into the energy because it's going to do it whether you want it to or not, Sagittarius, okay? Or anybody's watching. But if you're watching this channel, it's all Sagittarius placements. I don't care where you have Sagittarius in your chart. If you, and in what? Okay, and when I say in what, I mean in Vedic or Western. It doesn't matter if you have Sagittarius in your chart, this is for you. But this is an understanding of how things flow. Unspoken understanding, okay? Because sometimes everything is not known in certain situations, but it's like the person who talks behind your back, but they would never come and say it to your face. Not saying that's what's going on. I'm just giving you an example of how it's going to flow. You see that? How it's going to flow. It's going to flow. Once the policies, procedures, the boundaries are set, we understand our boundaries. We understand what we can do, what we cannot do, what we're going to do, what we're not going to do. And then we're just going to put it into motion. Magic, there is magic and miracles all around me. Where others see coincidence, I see evidence of life synchronicities. I love filling life with wonder and magic. It's way more fun that way. Please believe it. Please believe it. Direction for Sagittarius for July. Please believe it and understand it. And I'm sorry that I don't have the name of the choir or the group that sings that song, but I believe, nope, I don't want to guess. But I don't know if keep your head to the sky. Google that. It'll lead you. I promise you, it'll be on the first page. You won't have to go far. As long as you keep your head to the sky, be optimistic, you can win. As long as you keep your head to the sky. Mars and Taurus energy, gentle gardener, right? Knowing when to plant, when to harvest, talking to your plants. You might be a person that talks to their plants, name their plants, give them good vibes so that they grow nice and strong. The gentle gardener, that's Mars and Taurus. We're going to strategize, but we're going to do it comfortably. I'm going to get my notepad. I'm going to write my pros and cons list. And then I'm going to go over here. And then I'm going to do my step by step. This is what I do, the law and order. Full moon and Capricorn energy. Mars and Taurus energy. We're going to be strategic. We're going to be intentful. We're going to be conscious of why we are doing the thing, when we are doing the thing, and what we're doing it for. Right? I mean, there's 3 people in the Lover's card, but the Lover's card is normally 2. Twos together, balance, understanding. Yes. As long as you keep your head to the sky, my, you can win. And I mean, like, look at how the eggs are just sitting there and the fairies are on top of the eggs. Everything is nice and quiet. The grass is high to protect, right? You may actually like physically be doing this now, whether you're tending to your own garden at home or actually tending to the garden of life, Sagittarius. Things that need to be placed in order and ordered in place. You know what I'm saying? Things that you were ignoring that you need to start addressing. Things that you are not putting your best foot forward in, and now you're like, you know what, I need to get this done. I need to complete this thing. I need to make sure that it is flourishing, but it's not going to be complete in July. This is you handing out the handbooks to make sure everybody understands, right? This is you watering the grass or trimming the trees or pulling the weeds. And I'm not saying hard work into it, although you could be, but it's more about just creating the understanding and the flow, creating the flow, being what it is you want to see, and then reinstilling that, but doing it in a way where you're not like making people feel as if though they're less than or not enough, yada yada, right? Star card, understanding that, and this would be August, by the way, that's July, understanding what it is you're trying to accomplish and how to get it to all mesh together. Being the leader and the follower. Saggy. Oh, is that 2 cards? Yep, okay. I'm going to keep both of these. The star card, we already know about the star card, Aquarian energy. We're walking into that. Aquarius energy coming up. Maybe you have Aquarius in your chart in a major placement. But, you know, being the one, the only one, the main character in your story, Saggy, okay? Nurture. It's okay to want to stay home and be alone. I deserve days to myself, days to relax and simply be. I honor how I feel and take this day to do the things that feel nurturing to me. Self-care. The main character. Main character has to have self-care. Return to the body. When I am caught up in a stressful moment, I can move my awareness to my body. Is my jaw clenched? My body tense? Tense? How is my posture? This helps me to see where I can relax and let go of tension. Now I can return to any situation more calm and present. Pay attention to how you're responding to things, what it is you're saying, what it is that you're doing. You know, I try not to answer any questions or be truly involved when I can feel the tension in my body, when I can feel myself tensing up about situations and circumstances. And this may be you, Sagittarius, recognizing that within yourself and knowing that you're not going to do that anymore. You know, this is very much flow energy of, this is where I went wrong. Oh, okay, well, we ain't doing that no more. You know, I'm not doing this no more. We're not doing that no more. I don't need to be this way for anyone, any person, any place, anything. You know? Knowing what you know, how you know it, who you know it for. Right? Feeling and seeing and doing. Putting yourself in position. Gaining order. So that you know what it is to do. Maybe changing your speech, affirmations in the morning instead of in the evening. Maybe all throughout the day. Affirmations really should be said throughout the day, though. Especially when like negative thoughts come in or thoughts that are unwanted come in. Especially when thoughts that are unwanted come in. It is very interesting that 2 cards are coming out. 2 not clarifying but added messages cards are coming out for the month of August. So you may be checking something twice. That dual energy is carrying over. We have commitment, committing to it. And again, the star, okay? Committing to yourself, committing to the main character, committing to the main energy, committing to what it is that you want done, committing to someone or something. Committing to getting your finances in order. Finally, like really sitting down, looking at a budget, getting a budget together, saying that this is what I'm going to spend my money on. This is what I'm not going to spend my money on. As the music from outside comes in to confirm. Okay? Commitment. 2 hands. 36 reduces 9. another 2 for the month of August. And then if you add the 2 and the 9, that's 11. 1 and 1 is 2. The balance, the flow, maybe trying to stay balanced, maybe trying to, not go off on people. Don't go off on nobody, Sag. Don't go off. Flying. Look how beautiful that horse is with the wings. Oh, that is gorgeous. And how it's meeting the hummingbird. All of the colors. Aligning your chakras. Aligning your chakras, coming together. And in order to fly, Saggy, you have to be secure in your ability to do so. Flying into the commitment, being part of the commitment. I want to read Flying for, that's the first time I've ever pulled this card. Ever. So my remembrance from the book is very minimal. Committing to the dream, committing to the focus, committing to the goal. Like some of these cards I'm extremely familiar with. But this one, you have the power to see things from a higher perspective. Okay, I love that. Tapped into and then turned on. If you were a bird flying high in the air, what would you see? When you soar above life challenges and opportunities, a new perspective becomes available. Right? The higher your vibration, the higher the perspective, it shifts and it changes. Today you have invisible wings that allow you to swiftly bring your circumstances into alignment with your highest purpose. This is a sign that your waiting is over, that all your hard work has paid off, and the things you hoped for are no longer beyond your scope. You have the ability to reach for the stars and find one with your name on it. Spread your wings and soar. The angels are waiting for you. Now, this book gives reverse meanings, but I don't pull them in the reverse, but I always read both. 'Cause balance. Okay? You need the insight. It is a gentle reminder that there are times to take flight and times to remain grounded. And for now, you must avoid overreaching. There is still work to be done before you earn your wings. Be patient. What you seek will not be out of reach forever. Remember the story of Icarus in Greek mythology. Whose wax-made wings and overconfidence brought him too close to the sun. Oh, yeah. I remember that story. He perished because he didn't realize his limitations. Humility is a great power, and now you must exercise it. Doing too much, too fast, too soon only serves to present. And this full moon in Capricorn is an earth energy, slowing you down. So in July, you're planting that seed. You are absorbing that energy, slowing down. Like I just said, full moon in Capricorn, Mars in Taurus. Okay, strategizing, which is a process, and it takes time. It takes time to understand. It takes time to finish doing, this is you doing research. Maybe you're doing financial literacy research. Maybe you are doing whatever research pertaining to you and your life, Sagittarius, that needs to be done so that you can gain the things that it is you gain. Maybe you're just now starting to read the self-help books, just now starting to and figuring out how you can apply and implement these things into your life. Okay? How can you apply and implement these things into your life? Figuring that out and then doing it. A lot of people are going to follow your lead, Sagittarius, okay? Star card, the Lovers, or there is a bunch of people depending on you to get this order correct. King of Cups, emotional fulfillment, emotional intelligence, emotional order. The King is the one in charge, okay? You have to have emotional intelligence to be a king. You have to know when people are, you have to be tapped into your intuition and know when people are playing and when you need to. Morning, God, come on, Spirit, I love you. You have to be emotional intelligence to keep law and order, right? It's the King of Cups for me is the business, not pleasure mix card. We will be fulfilled in both, but maybe not necessarily together. Or we will be fulfilled in them together, but we need a structure. Okay. We need a structure around it. You can't be a king without structure. You can't be in charge without structure. Look at his face. I'm in charge. I'm the captain now. Morning rituals. In the morning, I will take time to tune into myself, to set high vibration rituals that will help me lead a good day. I pay attention to the morning habits that don't serve me and change them for the ones that do. Absolutely. Know what serves you and what does not. Like I just stated before, you may be getting up in the morning, setting your intent your way, setting your intent your way, with not just the knowledge you have, knowledge you've also required during your research and seeking and doing. Not trying to, but doing. Like all of this is you're actually doing it. You're putting it into action, which this earth energy that's around us right now is everyone is doing it in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Okay. Everyone is doing it in some way, shape, form, or fashion. And we have to get out of trying to get people to do it our way. And that may be you, Sagittarius. You may have always my way or the highway. And now you're like, okay, I need more flexibility. Things like that. Wherever you were like, absolutely not, you may be taking a look at it and being like, maybe I can implement this. Or you're looking at it like, right, I was right about that. Absolutely not. Unexpected visitors. Who's coming? 41 reduces a 5. Unexpected visitors. And it doesn't mean a physical visitor, although it could be. Right? In September, it could be an actual physical person, or it could be a spiritual encounter of some sort, or it could be just an unexpected notice of some sort, something physical, tangible, because it's visitors. It's going to be something in the physical that you can touch in regards to you setting the boundaries and initiating with your rituals and knowing that the difference between what needs to be done right now and what can wait, which is part of your emotional intelligence. So you're just continuing on from July, the things that you are instilling, maybe tweaking some of it a little bit, right? You may be tweaking it in response to what you started implementing in regards to love or health or family, friends, or work. You know, this is very much so mind my business energy. I'm only minding my business energy. July, August, and September is very much I'm tending to my own garden. Okay. I'm minding my business. And I'm leaving yours alone. And ain't nothing wrong with that, Sagittarius. Align yourself. Know that you have insight to give and order to attain. so that you can get the thing that you've been calling into yourself, so that you can maintain and sustain the things that it is that you have. As you gain and raise your frequency and your vibration higher, just be mindful, right? Be mindful of the waxed wings. You can win as long as you keep your head to the sky. Na, 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 da, na, 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 da, na, na, na. Don't you look back. Da, na, 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 na. You'll be inspired to reach higher and higher. This is why you join a choir and not become a soloist, okay? Okay. To be higher and higher. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. I should have wrote the words down. Never say never. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh, no, no, we're slipping and on the way. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Okay, I'll stop, Savvy. I'm just saying, like, you know. Queen of Wands. Hot, heavy, ready. Hot, heavy, ready. Balancing the energies, too. I like that there's a lot of female and feminine energy on the board being put out there. Part of the balance, part of the duality. You know, there's a lot of two type things happening right here. And you may be coming into that. Maybe you are accepting your feminine energy where you hadn't accepted it before. You know, if you're a male, and if you're a female, you're accepting your masculine energy where you hadn't been accepting it before. Or you know, no matter what or who you are balancing out those energies, okay? Balancing out those energies within yourself. But you are the boss, the Queen of Wands. She's a boss, okay? Queen of Wands is a boss. You see how she came and got what she wanted. Now she putting on her stuff. I'm putting my shoes on. I came, I saw, I conquered. I came, I saw, I conquered. From sold out tours to whatever he say in that rap song. Recharge. I invite magic into my life always, every day. I grow my connection to this earth. If I am ever feeling low, I simply step outside and appreciate the natural miracles in this life. Being in natural lifts. Natasha, can you not read? Being in nature lifts my spirits and recharges my energy. You're doing things to recharge yourself, to keep yourself going. You know, it varies now for everybody. You know, this could be this. Listen, romantically, as I look at this board, this could very much you using your tantric sexual energy to continue to attain and sustain the things that it is you have, okay? If you're into sexual magic, if you are into tantric lifestyle, tantric belief, all the way down to, you know, not just the actual sexual acts, but how you maintain and sustain your energy for your partners and who you're with. You may have specific rituals that you do. You please use this Capricorn energy. You already know what to do. If that is a part of your life and lifestyle, you already know what to do with this energy, okay? Earth energy. Keep the flame going. Never stop for yours, okay? And this may be you recharging, understanding that the energy that you have used in your in your rituals and in your practices. Even if it's not tantric, you know what works. And it's not that you're sticking to it. You may have learned more about it. You may have elevated your knowledge in it, right? This is like, instead of being the Reiki student, you are now the master. Instead of being the tantric student, you are now extremely knowledgeable in tantric prices, hey, or that. You may be organizing pricing for your services. Okay, and wanting to do it according to the market instead of just wildly pricing yourself and hoping someone steps in and pays it, right? Education, elevating the knowledge in it, recharging yourself. You already know a thing. You're probably deeper in it now. You're more knowledgeable now than you were before. You're more knowledgeable now than you were in January, okay, of this year. 35 reduced is an 8. I mean, I believe those are cranes, right? Those are called cranes. Look up what a crane means to you. I encourage, listen, in my practice, in my oracle conversations and in these types of readings, I think it is very important to push people into doing research for themselves, into doing knowledge for themselves. And I don't know why I'm pausing to do this. It is very important. So please listen to this. Thank you so much for liking, sharing, subscribing. But that's not. I'm pausing before I go into November and December because of what's coming out. Now, I have Sagittarius placements in both Vedic and Western. Okay, so it's resonating so far for me. I hope it is. I hope it is for you as well. But understand that the things that you immerse yourself in, and and then you go from having the knowledge to having the wisdom. You go from knowledge to wisdom. Okay. Researching, committing yourself to it, gently learning about it, it taking its twists and turns in ways you did not know as you make it applicable to your life. Because that's what spirituality does, okay? It will take your life into twists and turns, whether you're ready or not. If you tell the universe, and a lot of people are like, oh, the universe has a sense of humor. No, it does not. Nature does not think it is funny that you go and fish whales out of the ocean. It doesn't understand human banter. Okay, this is why we conform to it and it does not conform to us. We are here to conform to it. It does not conform to us. Okay. Nothing is like hee funny. It can be like ha ha funny, but it's not funny to just say, that you're broke. Like the universe will believe you if you say that. It believes you. Okay, you ain't got no money, then you must don't. Okay, you don't nobody love you or care about you. Oh well, they must don't. Like continuously telling yourself that this is why it is very important. And I know it is hard sometimes. I know it is hard a lot of times for a lot of people. Which is why you need to seek aid when you are in a depressive state and cannot get out of it. Because depression is low vibrational. I don't care what nobody say. Depression is low vibrational. It keeps you stuck in a place of stagnation, of paralysis, and you get nothing accomplished, nothing done. Your spirit man doesn't grow. You don't grow. Your body is not healthy in that state. Okay. And I'm saying all of that to say is when and if you ever have those kind of episodes, you need to be instilling into yourself every day. You need to be talking to the Most High every day. I am truly internally happy. I give myself grace and I give grace to others. My finances flow abundantly. And I am fulfilled in my life. Like, that is the way you need to be talking to yourself. Something to that effect. In your own language, in your own words, though. You know, that's the thing about spirituality. It fits you. You don't have to fit into any ATR box, into any of those things. Now, if you want to do those things, if those things are calling to you and you want to do more of those things, then do those things. And please know, if you get into an ATR, that you need to be studying under a real practitioner, someone who actually went to the land and was inducted. Someone who actually went to Haiti and was inducted, went to Taiwan and was inducted, went to Indonesia and was, you understand what I'm saying? They need to go into Kenya and was inducted. Wherever its original base is where you really should go. That's a true Orisha. Okay. They study under the true villages that live those laws daily, hourly, minutely. Because in America, a lot of things is watered down. Okay, y'all on these TikToks, talking all kinds of stuff. Y'all on the Twitterverse and Instagram, and I see the spiritual. I follow a lot of spiritual people and astrologers. Because once you start doing that, Google will suggest it to you everywhere you go. It don't matter. It don't matter. Once you log in and put a handle up, it's going to suggest to you the stuff that you've already been looking around on the internet. It's all interconnected, whether we want to believe it or not. Okay. But it's very watered down. It's very much so get rich quick schemish. You know what I'm saying? Follow your intuition on what it is that you're building and what it is that you're doing. Elevate your knowledge. Read true knowledgeable books, old books, sustaining knowledge. And then if you feel led, once you do that, then you can write your own. But you want to continue to instill the original knowledge. You know what I'm saying? And if you have a passport and you travel to places you've never traveled before. Stop going to Cancun. Okay? Not that Cancun is not nice. It is nice. But, it's time for you to do educational travel. And I mean, you can do educational travel in Cancun, but it would behoove you more to do in-depth spiritual heritage travel. Especially with this type of energy. Getting your ish together, so to speak. To maintain and sustain life for yourself. And please don't think if you go on those type of excursions, if you go on those types of, those type of trips, that you can't have fun on those type of trips. Like, I don't know what people are thinking. You can still go parasailing. Okay, you can still, they have different versions of it. You can still go parasailing. You can still go to the beach. You can still, have your margaritas and get caught up in the rain. Pina coladas. If you like pina coladas and getting caught in the rain, you can still do that. You can still do that anywhere while taking a break. Eight of Swords. 8 of Swords. Sorry, I shouldn't have said. I didn't mean to do that. 8 of Swords in your head. That's November. In your head, sorting it all out, making sure did I make the right decision. You know, when change is happening and you're shifting the energy around yourself, how you feel when it's like not going your way. But you are the creator of your happiness, Saggy. I reclaim my power to create my own joy and happiness. It is not dependent on any outside source or individual. Therefore, it cannot be taken away. It can always be found within me. And this could be someone in November making you uneasy about the decisions and things that you've made. But, you know, and you're thinking to yourself, I've already made them. Ain't no turning back. You either with me or against me. This is about my happiness, not about you, boo-boo. Okay. It's not about you. Boo-ska-boo-boo. You either in or you out. You in or you out. Be optimistic. Bone collector. One. I am. First house. Is there fire in November? No, there's no, yeah, there is. Your season. I'm going to read Bone Collector. I think I've pulled that before. I feel like I have. You are whole and have everything you need, right? Your happiness. When the Bone Collector appears, she is asking you to look closely at your circumstances to see if you're fully present or reacting out of past conditioning or unconscious expectations. Whenever we're wounded, especially when we're young, it's as if something essential is stolen from us. We adapt and accept a version of the truth that then sets us up to behave a certain way in the future. When faced with a situation similar to the original event, what we know about ourselves thus becomes influenced by a perception of limitation. You may feel unworthy or without courage. You may see yourself as flawed or unlovable, or expect to be criticized. The Bone Collector reminds you that the truth is that you are a powerful being with limitless possibilities. She has kept safe what was stolen from you in the wounding and is here for you as you reclaim it now. You have everything you believe you lack. The Bone Collector is your inner resource. Act as if you have what you need, and you'll find what you have, and you'll find you have it after all. Anything is possible with awareness. The wounds of the past need not define you. The past has a way of repeating itself. When you haven't learned the lesson of the original situation, you're faced with this now. The Bone Collector challenges you to see yourself as a whole being and not one who is perpetually trying to heal an old wound. You'll repeat the past if you don't reclaim the things you believe were lost. Cover her, Lord. The information you seek lies in your history. Familiarity in this case isn't an invitation to dance the old dance once again. It is a call to retreat differently. The Bone Collector has a message. If you do what you did, you will get what you got. If you do what you did, you will get what you got. Her warning is delivered with kindness, for she has deep love and respect for you. She will protect you. Okay, so listen up and listen to me closely, Saggy. November, even though your season is brewing, there may be things that transition that look familiar to you that you need to either be saying no to or curving, or because, listen, there's a first of all, there's a Mercury retrograde like every 3 weeks or 13 weeks or something like that. It's frequent, okay? So energies are always coming back. Always. Always, always, always. Okay? Which is why repetitive cycles are talked about so much in spirituality, because that energy is repetitive. the retrograde energy of Mercury in your communication and your connections. It is always called coming back, which is why cycles are important to notice. And when you're in spirituality or in your spiritual practices, the repetitiveness of something that you should be shifting that you're not shifting. So when it does show itself in November, okay, when it does show itself in November or around thereof or whenever you're watching this video in the next month, it doesn't matter. When the repetitive energy shows itself, remember that you are the author and the finisher. Remember that you made a decision. You need to stick to it. You need to commit to it. And remember to show yourself grace as you break cycles. Because some cycles are a little harder to break, you know, especially if it's addictive or serotonin fulfilling. But remember, serotonin is like this. Which is why people have so much buyer's remorse, or they get into relationships too quickly and it's like, oh my God, and stuff like that. Because serotonin is nothing but a sugar rush. You're good for an hour, and after that, I gotta find something else to do now. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't like this. I don't want to do this. I don't want to be this. I don't need, you know. So just be mindful. Just be mindful of the repetitiveness. Be mindful of the cycles coming back, or people, or places. People see you and want to be in your, you know, space and face. Or they see you in a different place and realize, I'm just going to mess with this because Four of Swords, because it's a lot of balancing energy, yo. 4s, 2s, 1s, 1 and 1s, and all. It's a lot of balancing energy from July all the way to November. Be mindful, because we are in that shift. It's going to be a big, like, kind of to do at the end of July. You know, think 1963, 64, 62, when if you're from the United States, because we're in our Pluto return right now, so everybody's going to be affected by it. Okay, the money is shifting and changing. Healthcare is shifting and changing. How we make money, all of those things are shifting and changing. Okay, but this is you adapting. You went in with a plan. You went in with a plan. You've been executing ever since. Which is why I think there's so much masculine and feminine energy. Why there is so, you know, there's like at least 2 people in every card. You getting your community together. Maybe you started a Patreon and now you need somebody to help you moderate it or maintain it and things of that nature. So you picked somebody who has been in it and actively a part of the Patreon community that you built. And it doesn't have to be Patreon, wherever, Discord. I don't know. I don't know your life. On your own website, who knows? Hopefully on your own website. But you know. Who am I? I'm a girl with the camera. Four of Swords. Something you may not be doing right, or something you feel is not right, and you want to course correct it. And you listen, there is never a time to not course correct something. To correct it. You know, we always it's too late. It ain't never too late. Okay. Release the regret, release the problems, release the tension about the effects that it had. Release the tension about the effects that it had. Release that. Let that go. Call in new energy to yourself and course correct. That's the great thing about course correction. It doesn't matter what happened or transpired. You can do it again, and you can do it again, and you can do it again. Oh, okay, that's not what I should have did that time. Okay, the next time I'll do it this way. And then if that didn't come out, it came out icky. Okay, well, I got another option. I can do it this way. Okay? And you will continue to create your own energy, your own way. You will continue to pay attention to your own energy. My own energy. I love being there for friends and family while staying true to myself. I don't let others' energy or mood affect my own. To help a friend in a hole, I don't need to jump in the hole with them. Simply reach out my hand. It is up to them to do the rest. And I'll give you an example. Pulling someone up out of the pool or pulling someone into a boat. I've had to do that before. It's like, listen, I'm going to pull, but I'm going to need you to push. Right? And then I'll come down and pull you from your shorts or your shin, or I'll pull a leg up. But you're going to have to use something. You're going to have to help in this getting back into the boat. I'm going to need you to act like you want to be in the boat too. Because this person assumed that I was just going to pull them all. I'm going to need you to act like you want to get in the boat too. And then they started using their own strength and efforts to help them get back into the boat. And it may take that. It may take for you to actually break it down for someone and explain to them that, listen, we can do this together. But I'm going to need you to stop acting like it's just you. Or you're checking yourself. I got to stop acting like it's just me. Or there's always an or. In my readings anyway. Or, you know, this is you saying we can do this together. I love as I'm talking and the beautifulness just comes out. We can do this together. Let's revisit some rules. Let's revisit. Let's get back to the contract table and take a look at what either one of us are willing to do and not to do. Like this ostrich or whatever the other roadrunner has a whole island on its back with a windmill. I mean, like, this place looks functional. It's rooted into the back. Snail on his head. He may be moving slow now, but he could be moving fast. Picking up the momentum into what it is that you want, where it is that you are going. Now, if we're talking financial, it's coming. You're building it. You're building it. You're coming together. You're having the board meetings. You're renegotiating your salary, or you're starting the business and you're hiring the people necessary that you know will at least help you initiate it. They'll at least help you initiate it. You got to remember, some will stay and some will go. But you have everything that you need to produce what it is that you're trying to produce. My dear Saggies. My dear loving Saggies, it is all within you. I think you need to increase your positive affirmations. I'm going to go into oracle advice. Increase your affirmations. Okay, even if you say them every day, you should be saying them all the time, especially when negative thoughts come in. You must counteract with an affirmation. Okay, download an app to help you. Calm is good, or listen, this is part of my purpose, what I'm doing. Okay, I'm not getting paid for none of it. I get paid in other ways. So just know that calm is one. I mean, you could literally put daily affirmations in the search bar on your Google Play Store or your Apple Store, and apps will come up that will feed you great words of encouragement throughout the day. You may want to go to your famous streaming service and type in daily affirmations for finances, whatever your goal is here. Daily affirmations for love, daily affirmations for, and play them and learn the songs, right? I have a different affirmation playlist. I have an affirmation playlist for love. I have an affirmation playlist for my finances. I have an affirmation playlist for communication. I have an affirmation playlist for a lot of things. So, you know, instilling these practices is going to help you culminate what it is that you want for your life, Sagittarius. And I believe you know that already, my babies, which is why the energy is here. You're just figuring out where to actually tweak, who to cut off, who to keep, and things of that nature. And you will figure that out. You will figure that out greatly. You will figure that out greatly. And you will do greatly. Blessings, butterflies, peace, prosperity, and patience, my dear Sagittarius. Love.